so is finding out like what you're interested in, like what motivates you to do work, right? You know, um, I think personally, it's not something that you'll find just going through school, right? Like taking the required courses, right? Like keeping to yourself, right? Not taking any chances. It does require you to put yourself out there, to get out of your comfort zone, right? You know, try things that you haven't tried before. So in my case, right, like I said, I liked bookkeeping, right? I would have never known that I liked bookkeeping if I never tried it, right? Because you look at bookkeeping, right, and it seems incredibly boring, right? It seems very tedious, right? And I'm someone who does not like tedious things like paperwork and stuff like that. However, bookkeeping to me, I only found out that I liked it because I had to do it for the job that I worked for as a cashier, right? I had to keep track of all the orders. And so like I found out that I liked bookkeeping because I found out that it's rewarding, right? I think that if I never tried bookkeeping, right? If I never did a complete, if I never completed these records, right? If I just said, nope, I don't want to do this, I'm going to quit this job, I would have never found out. So I think, me going out of my comfort zone and trying out, this thing that was required of me for this job, right? That's how I found out that I was interested in it. That's how I found out that I liked it, right? And I think that applies to everybody, right? That if you just put yourself out there, right, and you try new things that you haven't tried before, you might find something that you like. And if you don't, well, at least you tried it, right? You can always try something else, and you might find something else that you'd like doing. So of course this would vary from person to person, but my own personal experience is that um, I only worked pretty much on the weekends, right? I've talked it out with my boss, right? Because school is very important to me, so I only work like Friday and Saturday nights. And over the summer, I work during the weekdays, but usually I don't have schoolwork. But as far as juggling schoolwork with, I guess, a job, right? Like I said earlier, it varies from person to person. But my personal experience is that I never really had a massive issue with it, mostly because the days that I work, but the days that I have worked during the week, right? It's a little bit of the struggle. It's a little bit of a struggle to manage it. But I think in moderation, right? Maybe every other week you work one day during the week, like a Wednesday, right? And you'd have school the next day. Um, I think that schoolwork should come before a job, right? As much as experience in the workforce can get you, as much as like the money that you get from a job can get you, right? At the end of the day, maybe like getting through high school is probably is more important than the job that you're working part time, and working full time with school probably isn't compatible.